Okay, we are recording. Happy August 1st to everybody. That means that we are in Team Cup month. So that's super exciting. Make sure that you're really connecting on a daily basis with your team. If you are the one leading a call or leading a team, make sure that you're really helping engage. If you are someone in the team, make sure that you're helping your team lead out and really working and interacting and really pushing towards some really awesome goals. Make sure that you not only have individual goals set, but that you have team goals set as well. This is the last month for our all access on demand or challenge pack at 160. Coming out in September, we're going to have that clean week. So that's really exciting. So make sure that you're starting to really engage, talking to everybody, starting new conversations, and really kick forward into that Team Cup. Make sure you check your team page or your team pages like EKO and Team B so that you can see the additional kind of games that are going on through Carl or your personally sponsored courses. Make sure that you are registered for Summit. Please don't think that just tickets are going to be there, okay? Get your tickets, get your hotels.
That's my dog.
It's going to be awesome. So right now, I am going to hand over our call to Danielle Kessler. She is a diamond coach under myself in Team Fit and Fire. And she just has this way of lifting and just being so open and vulnerable, but really just looking on the bright side of things. And she really is someone who's so great to be able to share with us about the power of belief as she fought really hard to find hers back in herself. So I can't wait to hear everything that Danielle has to share with us.
Well, thank you guys. So I guess I kind of want to start off by just saying thank you for giving me the opportunity to talk. It's awesome. I have not done this in forever. So I'm still a little bit nervous, but we're going to get through it. But the first thing I want to talk about and kind of have everybody do before we start is literally I want to do a really quick visualization with everyone just to kind of get a feel of kind of where we're going with this, and then we'll get kind of into the nuts and bolts of what we're doing. But it's really hard to move forward in your destination if you don't know where you're going, okay? And when I first started this 2 years ago, I had no idea what the heck I was doing. I had no idea where I was going. All I knew is that I really wanted to drink Shakeology and that I really wanted to convince my husband that it was worth it, okay? And I had absolutely no clue how I was going to do it, even why I was going to do it at that point. I just knew that I was going to do it. And I kind of went out guns a-blazing, and I never looked back. And that can be really great because, you're going after something and you're fighting hard for yourself. But if you don't know where you're going, eventually that road is going to run out, and that momentum and all of the good things that are happening to you, it's just going to come to a complete halt, because that's exactly what happened to me. So basically, before we start this, I want everybody just to kind of think really big. Think about, if you didn't have any limits, if you didn't have any barriers, think about exactly what you would want your life to look like. Okay. Don't even think about Beachbody. Just think about your life in general. Like, if you could pick your dream life right now, like, what would that look like? What would it feel like? And just look at that and visualize that and think about that in your mind. Like, just take a second right now and just be quiet for a minute. I'll shut up for a second and just literally think about what your life could be like if you took away all the barriers and all the disbelief in yourself. I mean, it's pretty amazing. I mean, just in 10 seconds, you could probably think of like 4 or 5 things that you're like, oh my God, That would relieve so much stress. That would make my family better. That would make me better. That would give us a better life. Just all of those things just come to mind. And you can see those things and you can think about things and you can definitely talk about them, because I did a lot of talking. Okay. And I backed up my talk for the first year of this business. I was a success starter. I was 12 months in Success Club out the gate. I made Diamond in 9 months. And then I quit believing because I wasn't talking to people. I wasn't doing the necessary things. I wasn't believing in myself anymore because I wasn't having all this great success anymore, and my momentum slowed down. And plain and simple, I just quit believing in myself. So basically, the number one thing you'd have to do is just completely take away those limiting beliefs, okay? So instead of thinking of, I don't have, like I don't have time, I don't have the experience, I don't have leadership skills, because these are all things that I told myself, you know, I'm not creative enough, I'm not unique enough, I'm not worthy to have all the success that all these big top coaches have, because why should I be able to do that? You know, I'm just some small town girl, as I say, that, you know, lives in a place where there's no opportunity, and I went to college, I did my job. How am I going to be able to reach these people? How am I going to be able to lead a team? How am I going to be able to make all of these visions and these goals and these things that I see become a reality? And the first thing is absolutely the limiting beliefs that we place on ourselves. You know, I'm too old, I'm too out of shape, or we were talking with a couple of us at Summit. Maybe you think you can't do it because maybe you're already in shape. Maybe you're too fit, okay? So that's a limiting belief. Like, people aren't going to want to join you because you're already too fit. Those are just things that we do to ourselves all the time, and they prevent us from moving forward. So again, how can you move forward if you don't know where you're going, right? So having a plan and replacing those I can't, I'm not, I'm too, with I am, okay? I am creative. I am strong enough for this. I do have some leadership skills. Yeah, I'm fit, but that doesn't mean that I can't help anyone. Okay? So these are the things that you have to tell yourself. And I think the biggest reason why I chose this topic, first of all, it struck a huge chord with me at Summit this year, because these are some of the things that I was doing and I was saying, and I quit doing and saying. And when I quit believing in myself, and when I quit using the positives, and when I quit chasing after my vision and my goals and my dreams, I quit succeeding. So that's why I wanted to talk about this, as much to, you know, put that power in everybody else, but also to give it back to myself. This call is just as much about holding myself accountable, because here, I'm talking to all of you guys. So if I'm going to preach this stuff, I better well freaking do it, right? So that's one of the biggest reasons that I'm talking about it, because this is where I struggle the most. Seriously, like where I struggle. I say I want to do these things. I tell my team I'm going to do these things, and then I tiptoe around it. I don't get to it. I don't do it. I'm not doing the things that I'm preaching. So that's another reason to do this. So everybody who is on this call, obviously, you want to be a leader. You are a leader, because if you weren't on this call right now, you wouldn't be a leader. Okay? So if you're sitting here listening to me talk, you have leadership qualities. You are here because you serve a greater purpose, because you want to lead a team of people to being the best people that they can be, and you want to bring people in with you and surround yourself with those type of people. I know that's why I'm here. So now let's go ahead and kind of, how does all of this whole Beachbody thing, you know, play into this? Making your dream life and surrounding yourself with positive people, and how you can create that huge, ginormous vision and make it down to a vision like with inside your business, okay? So first and foremost, number one, everybody knows this. You've heard it a bajillion times. You cannot be afraid to fail, okay? Because that is what keeps us going. It helps keep us learning, and it tells you that you're a human being, because we all are. So those are, your shortcomings. Those are things that start those limiting beliefs, is those failures, but you got to keep pushing and push past those and kind of see the light at the end of the tunnel. So first thing you need to do is set some realistic goals. Okay. And tell me if I'm moving too fast. I know we only have, a short amount of time, so I want to try and fit it all in here. But we need to set realistic goals. So realistic, like 30-day goals. Okay, you don't have to start right off the gate with the big, scary, hairy one. Set a 30-day goal. It could be something as simple as starting and finishing a program. Okay, following the nutrition plan, drinking your shake every day, and sharing it on social media. Okay, that starts the belief. Because if you believe in yourself enough to start and complete a program, that is a freaking empowering thing, because you said you were going to do something. You started it and you finished it. Maybe there were some bumps along the road, but you started and you finished it. So that would be a simple just example of a 30-day goal. There's obviously lots more, paying for Christmas, maybe with your income, or paying off a credit card bill, or anything like that. But just something that that's realistic, that you can see and visualize, and that you can create belief that you can accomplish. The other big thing, obviously, are your personal goals within the business, like your no matter what's, really, or the things that you want to have happen every day. So Success Club, it could be rank advancement, it could be going up the leadership ladder. All of these things are things that you need to write down, first of all, which, again, all of this stuff I'm saying is because I need to do it too, because I am guilty of not doing this stuff. I've been saying it and saying it and saying it and not doing it. And since Summit, done. No more excuses, no more saying this and saying that. I'm doing it. So it's about writing those things down, being able to look at them and visualize them each day. Okay. And here's the important part. You gotta get freaking scared. Okay. If there's one thing that I learned, especially at the Power of I Am, okay, and Josh Coates was saying, you gotta set those scary freaking goals that make you wanna freaking puke, okay? So a goal that makes you so nervous, that gets you so anxious, that makes you wanna literally vomit, okay? And if you're not doing that, then you're not setting the bar high enough. And then after that, you need to set a date, okay? Set a date, and set a date with timelines. So it could be month by month, or by 3 months, or by 6 months, or by a year, but you need to set a date. So for example, if your goal is to go diamond, okay, maybe you want to be diamond by Summit. Maybe that's a freaking scary goal for you. Write it down and go after it, okay? You are the only one that is preventing you from getting there, but you have to do the steps to get you there, and you have to believe that you can do it, and you have to see it in front of yourself. You have to say that I'm gonna be diamond, that I can be diamond, and that nothing's gonna stop me from being diamond if I do what I'm supposed to do every single day. So that would be a good example. And if you don't hit your goal, big freaking deal, okay? You still are gonna go all in. You're gonna stop tiptoeing around it. You're going to stop telling yourself why you can't do it, and you're going to get it, okay? So, for example, the first time I actually really set this goal to be diamond, it scared the living crap out of me. And I was in a group, and I was like, how am I even going to do this? Okay, so I had been a coach for like 7 months, and I'm trying to get to diamond, and I'm doing all these things that I've never done before, and it's scaring the living crap out of me. But I told Amelia, I was like, okay, she said, set a date. And I'm like, set a date? Are you freaking kidding me? But you know what? That is the one thing, literally the one thing that I set a date for in the last 2 years, and I freaking got it. It might have been 2 weeks later, I think, that I hit diamond after setting that date, but I freaking did it. Why? Because I saw it in front of me. I took the steps that I needed to do, and I stopped giving myself the line of crap and giving myself the limiting beliefs that I couldn't do it. And I worked my ass off to make it happen. Now here I am, still diamond, Didn't move forward in my business at all the last year because I placed limiting beliefs on myself. I stopped writing my goals down. I stopped, being in touch with my team all the time like I was from the beginning. I felt like I stopped leading by example. Now, there's one thing that I can say for myself that I have done even in the 2 years. I've been consistent with the products and the programs and being approved the products works, and I've consistently posted on Facebook. Now, whether I've been doing all the other things, the 4 vital behaviors, that's left to be said. But back on it, back on track, focus. So if you have a backslide, you just got to know, you got to keep believing in yourself and moving forward. And then you break those things down again to monthly goals, write it down, and look at it every freaking day. Sorry if I'm talking with my hands a bunch. I do that too much. So are you doing those no matter what's to make your vision a reality? Are you doing the dailies that are going to drive you to your goal? Okay? If you're tiptoeing around it and you're not setting dates and you're not saying you're going to do it, I'm going to tell you, it's not going to happen. I've done it. I've seen it. I've experienced it. I am experiencing it because I quit believing. Okay? And last but not least, as far as yourself is concerned, show yourself some gratitude a little bit. Put your vision, put your goal on your screensaver, on your cell phone, on a place in your room, create a vision board, whatever you want to do so that you can see it. Be thankful for how far you've come, for what you've learned in the process, and focus on what you're going to do to get yourself to move forward instead of looking back. Okay? Because if I sat here and kept looking back at, I should have done this, I could have done this. Well, if I would have kept my consistency and doing all the things I did when I started as a coach, I'd be a freaking 5-star diamond now, and I'd have this amazing team, and I'd be making $12,000 a month. Well, you know what? I talked about it, but I quit doing it, and I quit believing, and I quit sharing myself with others and creating that culture of belief. So I have a couple notes here. I'm checking here to make sure I don't forget. All right. So the next important thing is this isn't about you. This is also about your team, okay? This is about leading by example and showing your team exactly what it is that you believe in. Because how can your team believe in you if you don't believe in yourself? How can you ask your team to show up every day? How can you ask your team to do personal development? How can you ask your team to invite and do all these things if you're not doing it by yourself or you're not doing it by yourself? So you have to lead by example and show them that they can do it too. Okay? So once you have yourself established and you feel good about where you're at, it's all about building your team and taking care of them the same way that you would take care of yourself. So giving them responsibility, giving them some leadership, but also seriously just finding out like your coach's passions. Okay. So your team's passions, ask them the same thing. If you want them to do what you're doing, you have to find out what they're passionate about because their vision is not the same as yours. It may be completely different. What they believe in might not be exactly the same as you. Their goals not going to be the same. So you can't go based on your goals when you're trying to lead a team. You have to find out their passions. You have to find out what their goals are within the business. You have to find out how they learn best and what they need from you or from yourself as a coach to keep them moving forward. So then you guys are all on the same page and you can kind of move forward together. So one of the things that I really try to do is keep an open line of communication with my team. We have a team chat and a team page, but we're way more active in the team page just for the individual team. And we try to stay connected and share videos and talk about our struggles and what's going on. And we try and, share as much as we can with each other to stay connected because that helps the belief in each other and it helps create that culture of belief within your team. Because they see you showing up every day and they see you living the lifestyle and practicing what you're preaching, they're going to want to jump on board with that and they're going to want to create that opportunity for themselves. So basically here, another thing that you can do as far as getting your team the trickle-down effect and giving them the power to believe in themselves. Because when they come on, you know, as a new coach, when you're a new coach, you're nervous. You don't know what to do. You don't have a lot of belief. You're just kind of trying to do whatever you can to talk to people, invite, and it's all just a brand new, scary thing. So you need to make sure that you are very active in your challenge groups. Invite your coaches to be part of your challenge groups. Invite them to lead one of your challenge groups to help build their confidence. Have them lead a team call, okay? Just different things that you can do to empower your tribe, your people, to make them feel like, hey, I can do this too, you know? Because we're all putting our pants on the same way. And if she can do it, why not me? Okay, so that is where it boils down. And another big thing is the praise and recognition. And that's another thing that I did really well for a long time. And then I stopped posting on my coaches' pages. You know, I would always, oh, life changer, whether they got one SC point. Oh, man, you've been reading PD like a rock star, you know, and just telling them how much they've been doing awesome like that, and highlighting them and showing them on their own team, on their own personal Facebook or Instagram, and highlighting all the great things that they did to empower their own belief in themselves and to get other people to see, wow, like these people, they got a little bit of something going on, and it's kind of intriguing and it's exciting, and maybe it made me make me want to be a part of that. So creating that culture within your team is absolutely huge, and recognize them for the small things and the huge things, because the small things are the things that really at the end of the day you usually remember the most. So make sure that you're recognizing and empowering your team as well, because that's going to help create that belief system. So when times get really tough, you have to learn to be vulnerable. And you have to be willing to open up, not just in your own personal way on social media, but I want to talk still more about the team part of it, because I think this is really what it's about, is creating that team culture. And when I was going through stuff with my relationship with my husband, found out my son has ADHD, just all these things that I don't exactly know how to share on social media because of afraid of judgment, afraid of problems in my own relationship by sharing, or problems of what somebody might think if I say these things about my son, or having a really private spouse and not wanting those things publicized on social media. But I would share that with my team, because that was another outlet for me, because I know these girls believe in me and they support me. And so in our chat, I would share with them, you know, man, you guys, I'm sorry. I have not been, you know, leading the way that I need to be leading. And I have not been, you know, posting in our group, and I have not been pushing you guys. I've not been holding you accountable to your goals like I used to. And, you know, Olivia's on here tonight. I mean, she can attest to that stuff. And I just go in there and I just spill it out and let them know that I'm a human being and this is where I'm struggling. And you know what? They never judge me. They never tell me I'm a bad coach or that I'm doing something wrong. They just lift me up and make me feel like, duh, this is life. You know, you're still here. You're doing it. And we love you. And like, that's enough right there. Those are the people that you want to surround yourself with. You guys are the people that I want to surround myself with, because as a group, we have the same passions as far as helping people and to want to better ourselves every single day. So why not freaking share the crap out of that? You know, we have this amazing company that we work for. We have products that work. We have so much more to offer than any other MLM has to offer. But yet we sit and we stop ourselves from believing that we can do it because we don't think we're worthy, or because we don't think we can get to that place that we visualize in our head. So as much as I'm saying it for myself right now, you know, I'm encouraging all of you to just write the crap down. Write it all down. put it all out on paper. I don't care how scary it is. Whatever it is that you want to do, you have to believe it first, or you're just going to keep chasing. You're just going to keep chasing it. So you got to find the belief within yourself if you want anything to happen. And you have to create that same belief in your team. Because if you want to advance, if you want to walk across that stage next year at Summit as a 1-star, 2-star, 5-star diamond, that's not you. That's your team. And that's you leading by example. So that your team is doing duplicatable things, that you're doing duplicatable things to get your team, to get you to where you want to be. And then you are all having some crazy, amazing success together because you're all believing in yourself. You're all doing those things that you need to do together as a team. So see your vision, believe your vision, and surround yourself with the right people that are going to help you get there. And that's your culture, you guys. That's your tribe. That's the people you want in your life, because those are the people that are going to better you every day, that are going to keep your head up when you feel like crap. They're going to push you, that are going to encourage you, and that are going to keep you pushing towards those goals. Okay? Make your upline hold you accountable. Just reach out to them after this call. Reach out to your coach and say, dude, kick my freaking butt, man. If that's what it takes, freaking send me a message every day. Just send me a little emoji like that's a picture of a big turd, because that's what I feel like if I'm not going to do what I'm doing. So whatever it takes to like get you to go or motivate you, just lean on these people in your life. I mean, look at everybody on the screen in front of you right now. I'm sure anyone sitting right here would be more than happy to talk to you about anything and everything, because I can guarantee every single person here has had a struggle, has had a hardship, has had something that has limited themselves, that has limited their belief in each other and yourself. You guys just lean in, lean in and take care of yourself and take care of each other, because that's what I want. When I see all these other teams at Summit and all these big crazy teams on stage, I visualize that now and I'm like, why can't we have that? Why can't we all be that culture? Why can't we all be this big group of freaking awesome, amazing individuals? Oh wait, we are. We just have to believe that we are. So that's kind of what I got. And if you have any questions or things you want to add or anything that I'm kind of missing here, but.
Awesome. I definitely don't think that there's anything that you're missing. I told you guys, and she get you really fired up. Doesn't she just have this way of just like talking and connecting to you? And I have to share too, Danielle she's right there. She's right under me, and we've known each other since I probably like 7th grade, 8th grade, forever. Not forever because we're really young. So,
right?
A few years,
Yeah.
But even when I was going through all of that stuff, with me personally last fall, and I connected out to my team and was just like, listen, guys, I suck right now, and this is just how it is. She was one of those people, lifting me up. And so she also understands what it means on the reciprocal end. I think that a lot right now, what we're seeing is we have belief in Beachbody, right? Dude, we all believe in Shakeology. We believe in the products. We believe, okay? Beachbody has all of that end covered for us. But what we need is the belief within ourselves. And this was a great call. I loved hearing it. And what we have sat down and done also as leaders and coaches is figure out what we need to do in the upcoming months and to share with you guys on helping you guys get the belief in yourself also. Next week, we have Carrie sharing all those coach fails, the Suck files that she will show you. She's been a coach for a while, and to be there to show you, like, we've all gone through it and what we can surpass and what we can become to. We have Hopi coming up, throwing those middle fingers up, telling people that we don't care what they think of us and how we can build our tribe. And, Danielle really started this momentum on giving us things that we can really use to empower ourselves. And I love the point that she made, that this is not just about us, but this is about our team. Maybe you're seeing it, maybe you're not, but there's some things going around on non-Beachbody people's pages about not hitting Success Club. Isn't it great not to run a challenge group? Isn't it great not to give a crap? No, because that's not why we're here. That's not what we believe. We believe in Beachbody. We believe in every single person on this team. We believe in every single person in our challenge group. And that's what we're doing. And that's what Danielle told us, okay? It's not about giving up just to make a buck. It's not about, I'm not saying who. I'm just saying. I'm not saying, I'm just saying, okay? And Danielle brought that back, and that is our belief within us, and that's our belief in our team and what we're doing. So Danielle, hitting that point was huge. So I really, really, really appreciate that. And she made some awesome notes or points. I have some awesome notes. So let me check the chat to see what we have. Are there any questions? I don't see any questions. Yes. Look at this. I mean, yes, way to go. This is awesome. This is awesome. And, I think that just believing in yourself and believing that you can do this, and overall what we're doing as coaches, not in the products, but what we're doing as coaches is huge. Danielle, I appreciate that. I think that this was a huge call. So I'm just going to leave it open really quickly. Any other last thoughts, last questions? Okay, awesome. This will be recorded, so please make sure that your team knows. I'll post it. It'll be up shortly in Team B and EKO. Like I said, next week we have Carrie. There was one other announcement I was like, oh, I forgot to make. Can anyone think of anything that's coming up that I didn't say that should be announced?
The only thing I can add is that Team Cup registration was extended. So if you're not on a Team Cup team, or if you know somebody on your team that needs to get on one, there's still time.
It's our webinar for tomorrow.
Oh, yeah, and the webinar.
Yes, that was it. That we're having the What is Cooking. You guys just get people there, okay? And it's super, not real MLM. It's just showing and sharing what we do as coaches and, what we can do to help empower and uplift people. So please get people the sites, or the links for that have already been shared. So yes, so if you're not on a team, get on a team. And Danielle, thank you so much. Next week,
thanks, Danielle.
I'm going to share that I suck file.
It's a big one.
Stop. But I think it's something that I think will help relate and just show the path that, many awesome high-end coaches have gone through. So definitely looking forward to that. Thank you, everybody, for taking the time to come share with Danielle, to listen to her, to be on this team. Staying connected is something huge to be with the team. So if everybody's good, then I think, has everybody read the chat? Are we all good?
Yeah. I just want to add, guys, I mean, right now is the freaking perfect time. If you've been on the backslide, if you haven't written down some goals in a while, it's freaking Team Cup. I mean, so if you're a captain or if you're a person on Team Cup, the first thing I did this morning, was I put a voice message in my Team Cup chat, and I said, Give me your goals, man. I want to know. Give me 5 things that you want to accomplish in the next 30 days, because I'm going to hold you accountable, and I want you to hold me accountable to mine, and we're going to share them in our chat, and we're going to go after it. So if you haven't been doing it and you haven't been writing things down or encouraging your team to write things down, it's the perfect opportunity to kind of get back in the swing of things and really build momentum to kind of go towards the end of the year.
Absolutely. This is the month to do it. So it's a great month to jump back on board, all in for everything. So, okay, we will see you guys again 9 p.m. Central Time next Tuesday. And like I said, it will be Carrie. We have a great lineup in at least the next 4 or 5 weeks of some really amazing topics. So it's all to help us as a team. It's all to help you believe in yourself, believe in what you're doing, and we will see you next week.
And tomorrow night on the webinar.
Tomorrow night.
Yep.
Tomorrow night. But you guys will see us.
Bye, you guys.
Thanks, guys.
Bye.